everybody, and welcome to Knit 1 Heart 2. I am Wendy, also known as Penny Winnie, and I'm recording solo today because Sheila had a very long week getting ready for her new school program and was unable to record. And I've been on vacation all last week, and my internet access was pretty sketchy, so I didn't record there, but I do have a little time with no one in the house this afternoon, so I thought I'd do a little mini episode for you all, and there will be a full-length recording that we'll do on Friday, which is going to be our new recording schedule while Sheila's in school. So just going to have to bear with us for the next few weeks while we work out a new schedule with Sheila getting used to being in school and everything like that. I'm not going to do any drawings today because I'm alone and I want to do the Prize-A-Palooza drawings with Sheila around, but we will do a lot of drawings on Friday to make up for the fact that we missed last week because we have tons of prizes. We got a donation from Lois of Knitting's My Bag. That's awesome. And a bunch of other stuff that we want to give away. So that'll be coming up on Friday. And even if Sheila can't make it this Friday for some reason, I will definitely be doing a full episode. So let's see. I'm doing this without show notes. I'm just going to let you know that I have a chest cold that has turned into an asthma flare. So my voice might sound a little awful, and I might cough a little bit during the episode. Trying to stave off an ER visit for a nebulizer treatment because I just happen to have a doctor's appointment with a physician's assistant already scheduled for something else tomorrow. So if I can just hold out until then, they can set me up there. So last week I went to Emerald Isle in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. It's in the very southern end of the Outer Banks, and they call it SOBX, Southern Outer Banks. And if you follow me on my Twitter feed, I posted a ton of pictures because that's all I did last week. So I had a lot of time to work on my knitting, and I'll show you some of what I have. It looks like I forgot one thing. I might have to get it. But first of all, the long neglected Creature Comforts cardigan by Madeline Tosh. This is knit out of Tosh Vintage in the Byzantine colorway. I only have 8 more inches, so about 2 more pattern repeats to do. It's getting really big. And let me get closer for the detail on this. The oak leaf cable is so pretty. Hope you can see this. The lighting is not good. It's kind of cloudy out, and so it's dark in my house. But there you go. It looked a little bit better back here. Yeah, it's coming out great. I love it. This could totally be an Afghan. It's so big. Oscar. My cat is pushing the computer screen. So, yeah, I'm loving this. I'm knitting it on size 8 needles, and I'm enjoying it. It's going to take 7 skeins of yarn. I just cracked open the 4th skein. And I think, is that right? Yes. Yes, I just cracked open the 4th skein. So hopefully this is going to be done soon. I love it. But I did get a lot done. Oscar. This is my cat, Oscar. Come here, Ox. Oscar, buddy, come here. I don't know why he's so interested in this. He's never bothered with it before. Anyway, I'm enjoying knitting that, and I got a lot done on it. This was my downstairs knitting at the beach because I had beach knitting, downstairs knitting, and bedroom knitting at the beach. This was my beach knitting. This is the Shetland Triangle, which I've been working on for a while, and it is knit out of Great Adirondack Lolita in the antique colorway. And it is knit to replace the one that my cat felted. So, unfortunately, I'm in the middle of the row. You can't really see it. It doesn't look like much because it's not blocked, but if I stretch it out a little bit, you will start to see the pine cone lace pattern forming, which I think is really pretty. I wish you could see how nice the colors are, but this lighting really stinks. Anyway, I'm knitting this on US size 6 needles, or I think sevens, US 7, because I didn't have a 6 loose. And it's coming along great. It's a very simple pattern. I keep telling everybody, if you haven't knit lace before, I think this is a good beginning lace pattern because all of the rows are basically the same except one, which is just a knit row. So it's a very easy pattern to memorize, and also it's very visually logical. You can tell by looking at your row of knitting, which is these stitches, what's going to happen when. And this is the pattern, excuse me, that really helped me learn how to read my lace knitting so that I don't have to use, what do they call them, rescue lines? Is that what it is? Lifelines. I don't use lifelines. I don't use stitch markers because this Shetland Triangle pattern is what really taught me how to read my knitting. And this is a heavy lace weight. It's a light fingering or a heavy lace weight. This pattern looks great in any weight. In fact, Sheila last year did it in Cascade Eco, which is a heavyweight yarn, and it looked gorgeous. So that's coming along really well. The one thing that I took that did not get any love was the hat that I designed, the String of Pearls hat, which I don't seem to have with me. I have it out to one friend who's test knitting the size that I wrote. I thought I had designed it for 6 to 12 months, but I read the standard head size chart wrong, so I actually designed for 3 to 6 months. And my friend who asked me to make a hat for her daughter is 6 months old. So I am going to knit another one, and I'll probably have it done by Friday, but I'm going to knit it out of a nicer yarn. The original one was out of Vanna's Choice, which I like. It's a good workhorse yarn, but I'm going to knit the next one out of Martha Stewart yarn. It's a little more expensive. I think this was like $7 or $8 a skein. And it has 65% acrylic, 35% wool. But I really like the way that it feels. It doesn't feel acrylic-y, and it has a nice stitch definition. And I think that the sample that I knit out of this is going to be really nice. And hopefully I'll be working this week on grading that pattern and also getting a second sample done so you can see it. And I'm hoping to get that out to test knitters sometime in October. I am going to need somebody to test knit several sizes, probably the newborn size. I'll need a newborn size test knitter. I'll need the toddler test knitter, and then a child test knitter. So if you're interested in knitting a hat, it's not hard at all. It does have short row technique in it. Short row technique, you have to turn, it's in the round, but you have to turn the knitting in the round, which can be a little confusing. And then you get to make pom-poms or tassels, or there are options. This pattern is going to come with options. There are 2 different crown options, and there are 2 different embellishment options for the top. So if you're already on the test knitter list, I'll contact you in order to see if you're interested in doing the test knit of any of the available sizes. If you're not on the test knitter list, it's posted in our group thread on Ravelry, which is to this side of me. You can join our group, and there's a test knitting thread, and if you post in that thread, I will add you to the list. And also, if you don't want to generally be on the test knitting list, but you have a baby that you're going to knit for, let me know, because I'm not sure how much interest I'm going to get in test knitting of a baby hat or a kid's hat. Although it is winter season, this could be a Christmas gift. So anyway, let me know. The last piece of knitting that I've gotten a lot of work done on is the design that I'm working on now called Little Batty. I actually finished charting the body of the shawl, and I've made some pretty good progress on it. And once you know, I'm in the middle of the row on this one too, so it's not going to show well. There, you can kind of see it. This is a really gorgeous yarn. I'm knitting it out of Blue Moon Fiber Arts Lightweight Socks That Rocks in the Rook E colorway. And where did I find that good light before? Oscar, please go away. Well, it's not gonna, there you go. You can kind of see it. It has purples and teals, but it's mostly a dark black color. I call it Little Batty because the chevrons in this particular lace design remind me of bats in this orientation. But it's very geometric, and I wish I could do a better close-up of it because it has increases that leave raised stitch marks, and this yarn has such good stitch definition that it's really beautiful. So anyway, this is how it's looking so far. It's going to be a crescent-shaped shawl. I haven't decided what I'm going to do for the edging yet. I have an idea in mind, but I'm going to have to write a stitch for it, so I'll be working on that. But the body of the chart is, the body of the shawl is completely charted. Yay. That took a while. This is the first time I've charted an all-over lace pattern, and now that I know how to do it, it's easier, but I had a learning curve to go through. So now I'm going to work on the edging and knitting the sample, and then that'll be out for test hopefully by the end of the month. So if you want to test knit lace, if you're comfortable with that, it's fingering weight lace. Make sure you're on the test knitters list. I'm really enjoying this a lot. I really like the way that it looks. It's different. I haven't knit anything like it before, so I just really like it. I hope everybody else really likes it too. And now I'm just rambling. This is why I need Sheila to be on the show with me. So anyway, that is all the knitting I did. My bedroom knitting was Little Batty, the lace that I'm designing. My living room knitting was the Creature Comforts cardigan, and my beach knitting was the shawl, and the hat just totally got ignored. So we'll be working on that. Excuse me. So that's all for on the needles this week. I don't have any finished objects this week because I was just working on all of those ongoing projects. So nothing to show you in that regard. Let's see, spinning, did not bring my spinning wheel. I was planning on bringing Gordo Cooper, my little sidekick, but in order for us to fly to the Outer Banks, we have to land at the airport near Camp Lejeune in Jacksonville, North Carolina, and it's a great airport, love it. The only airline that flies out of there besides military planes is US Air, and US Air makes you pay $25 to check a bag. And unfortunately, my kick, it's pretty small, but I don't know. I don't know if it can fit into a overhead bin. I think it can fit into an overhead bin, but I'm not sure if it could fit into an overhead bin if it was in a suitcase. I don't want to put it in an overhead bin without a suitcase. I don't know. And I didn't want to pay $25 to travel with it. So I left it at home. Didn't get any spinning done. But I'm going to be spinning tonight, working on the sweater that I'm spinning for, which is Skipper D by Julia Farwell Clay. And I have about 350 yards of that already finished yarn. And I'll be working on the next 300 or 400 yards. So hopefully by Friday I'll have some progress to show you on that. I have about half of it spun up already. I just need to spin up the rest and ply it. So that's it for future dates and Whirlwind Romance. And let's see, Baubles and Bling. I did not buy a lot on this vacation. I actually did go to my favorite yarn store down on the Outer Banks, which is the Salty Sheep in Swansboro, North Carolina. We go there every year. They have a wonderful shop. They have so much nice stuff. I saw something, excuse me, that I really liked. These knitting project bags by Yarn Pop. You should check them out. You can probably search on Yarn Pop. I don't know if I have a link, but they have grommets so that you can feed your yarn from the inside of the bag outside the bag, which I think is pretty cool. The only thing that I would worry about that for me is that then you have to keep the yarn in the bag all the time. And as you know, when I want my yarn to be protected, I use Diana Couture bag, which I can take the yarn out if I need to for some reason. Like if there was a tangle or something, I can take the yarn out. So I I don't know. It would concern me about that because I think the only way you could stop using it would be to cut it. But the great thing, they're gorgeous bags. The great thing about it is that you can also use the hole to put your iPod earphones through. So if you want to have your iPod in the bag and have the earphones come out through it, that I thought was really cool. It's called the tech bag, I think, and they also have a really big bag where you can have up to 3 skeins of yarn coming out of, which I thought was also really cool if you did color work. So definitely check them out. I would have bought one of the big bags. I have a lot of bags, and I'm going to get a really wonderful bag order from Knitting's My Bag soon. So I didn't have a budget for any new bags, but I definitely thought it was interesting. The concept is really interesting, so check it out. What I did buy is a new purse, and I'm very excited about this. This is my Sloan Ranger. It's an iPhone purse. And you can see I have my keys connected to it. This is what I have on my key ring now. A backdoor key, a post office box key, and the other car key. And I did get a replacement to my gym membership card. I haven't finished replacing all the keys that my husband lost. But let me show you, because I totally love this. It has a wrist chain, but you can take it off if you want to. And this little thing holds your iPhone. You can see mine is right in here. And it also has a place for credit cards. There's like a 4-row thing. And there's a center place where you could put bills, or you could put bills in this little side pocket too. The only thing that it doesn't really have is a change purse. I think you could probably put change, a little bit of change in this tighter pocket on the side. I tend not to have a lot of change because I usually pay by debit card. I don't carry cash very often, but I really like it because I can just put it on my wrist. It has all of the credit cards that I use, my driver's license, my medical cards, and my iPhone. And I can clip my keys, because my key ring has a clip. I can just clip my keys into this, and it's all together. So I usually just go out with this, but I can throw it into a bigger bag or into a purse if with my extended credit card collection if I'm going to do a major shopping trip, because it's really no bigger than a wallet. It's very thin. So yeah, I really liked this. I love the whales. I'm a sucker for whales. This is so preppy. I'm going to Scotch guard it because the whales only came in the white canvas, and I think that's going to get dirty really fast. And it does have a leather interior, which I thought was really nice, and a leather strap. So I'm super excited about this. I'm hoping this is going to help me simplify my life. And so far it has been nice not to always have a purse with me and to just have this. And the best thing about it is when I go to the gym, I can just take my keychain in, and this is small enough so I can lock it in the, I have a between the seat bin. I can stick it in there and shut that and lock it in my car. And my purse sometimes didn't really fit in there well, so I think it'll work out well. So we'll see. I'll let you know. It seems like my purses keep getting smaller and smaller the older that I get. I wonder if that's some kind of a trend. So anyway, that is it for Baubles and Bling. Like I said, as much as I love the Salty Sheep shop, since I've been spinning my own yarn and since I have a ton of yarn, I haven't been buying a lot. So I saw a lot of beautiful things there. They have a huge Madeline Tosh collection and a huge Dream in Color collection. But I just didn't see anything that jumped off the shelf towards me, and I had just invested in quite a bit of fiber to spin. So it's probably best that I didn't buy anything. So that's it for Bubbles and Bling. Let's see. Crushes and Heartbreaks. I think I did that out of order. My crush is the Southern Outer Banks. I love it. I've been going there for 25 years with my family, and now that I have kids, we always go the last week of September because I like them to have at least 3 weeks in school before I pull them out for a week. It's beautiful down there if you've never been. The water is really warm. I went swimming every day. It's a gentle surf most of the time. And it was in the high 70s, low 80s the whole time we were there. We had sunny weather every day. It was awesome. So, and it's nice to just have time one-on-one with my parents, and my kids get to spend time with their grandparents. And I just hope that those memories will be with them when when their grandparents are no longer with us. And I just think I like that annual tradition aspect of it. I think it's really nice. And we have our little things that we do. My husband and I always eat at Pizza Inn, which is a restaurant chain that's in the South. They have excellent pizza. We always do one day when we stop at Dairy Queen. We took the kids to the aquarium. They're familiar with the aquarium. My mom and I always go to the Salty Sheep in Swansboro and have lunch there together. And then we do a whole family day in Beaufort, North Carolina, and eat at Clausen's, because that's a little tradition. And my mom and I did a little shopping there. And, we have our little things that we do, but mostly we just hang out and relax, and we do a puzzle and we play games as a family. And we get takeout from our favorite barbecue place, and it's just really nice and low key, and it's right on the water, so you can just walk down to the beach and stay as long as you want, walk back up to get some lunch. It's really nice. So that is my crush. I look forward to that every year. And my heartbreak is that, once again, I have an asthma flare. I always seem to get it in October, and it's always right before the festival season. As you know, October is Stitches East, Rhinebeck, and in November I will also be going to the Big E Fiber Festival. So I'm a little, I swear, the last few years I have been in the hospital within a week to a few days before Rhinebeck. So that's my heartbreak, that I'm going through this again. And it's because I only get an asthma flare once a year. I think if I had more serious asthma or more frequent asthma, I would probably be better educated on how to cut off a flare before it gets like this. But since it can go 1 to 2 years between flares, I always get caught. This time I forgot the dosage of my inhaler, and for some reason I thought I could only use it every 12 hours, but when I got home and I looked at the actual prescription box, which I had at home because I have a ton of inhalers at home, it's every 4 to 6 hours. So if I had been using it every 4 to 6 hours, I think I probably would have stopped it from getting to this level. But because I was waiting 12 hours, it got ahead of me. So hopefully they'll be able to do something for me tomorrow at the physician's assistant, if I can excuse me, make it that far without going in to get a nebulizer. So that's my heartbreak. And gossip and innuendo. For those of you who got prizes last week, I don't know what Sheila's deal was. She was going to send some out. I have to message at least one person who messaged me. I got some information about your prize that you won, and I'll take care of that. I had really crappy internet access last week. My phone was fine. Like, I could be online with the phone, but the internet that was with the beach house was very spotty. My husband couldn't get his computer to link to it at all. I could get on, but it crashed. Ravelry crashed my browser like every 2 pages, so I could never be on Ravelry for more than like 1 or 2 pages at a time. And I certainly couldn't record or download anything. So I have to catch up with all that later today. Excuse me. But we will be doing a lot of drawings on this week's episode, whether it's just me or whether it's me and Sheila, to make up for the fact that we had to miss a week. So just bear with us. Prize-A-Palooza does continue. We have tons of stuff to give away, and we're really excited about it. Other gossip and innuendo, I'm trying to pull together some kind of a meetup at Stitches East. I'm going to be there the Saturday of Stitches East, and now the date has gone out of my mind, and since I don't have show notes, I can't tell you what it is. But whatever the weekend of Stitches East is, and it's not next weekend, I think it's the weekend after next. I'm going to be there on Saturday for the marketplace only. I'm not taking classes or anything. I know a couple of other people are going to be there. I know that Melissa from His and Hers podcast is going to be there. So I'm put it out there that maybe we could try to meet up around 1. That way I can get the marketplace done. I'm fast. I know where I want to go in the marketplace. I get it done, have some lunch, and then we could maybe just meet up somewhere. So if you're going to Stitches East and you're interested in doing some kind of a meetup, post in the thread on the group about Stitches East. It's over there to join the group if you're not already a member, or if you are a member, go in and check it out. And we'll try to come to some kind of a consensus. I'm hoping to have brand new business cards and brand new version 2 Knit One Heart 2 buttons that I ordered before I went on vacation. I can't go to the post office box until tomorrow to see if they were delivered. So we'll see what's up with that. I'm hoping that I'll have them by the time that rolls around. I'll definitely have them by Rhinebeck if you're going to be there. But they're fun. It was fun to make something new. So that's exciting. And I think that's all that I have off the top of my head. So sorry for the kind of dragging on and what is the word? See, I can't even think. Babbling. The babbling episode with just me. That's why I need my gal Sheila here to keep me in check. So I hope everyone had a great week. Sorry for the delay. Sorry for the crazy solo podcast. But hopefully I will be coming to you in a few days with Sheila by my side. So for the rest of the week, knit with heart. Bye.